Someone else that did it maybe didn't want no promoters to approach Daniel, so he put it out that it was
very likely because he was a key part of the GB setup at the time.
Yeah, so he put it out that it was a colleague that did it, and I just started phoning
hard. Let's find out about that. Let's find out about who's got her. Let's put this to sleep.
I can't wait, man. I want it to be like that.
Moses Itauma's remark went beyond typical trash talk, crossing into personal territory that analysts consider risky. While it seemed humiliating for Dubois in the moment, such provocation often backfires, strengthening the opponent's resolve and damaging the aggressor's image and fans' perception.
He moves.
Yeah, no, it's literally styles makes fights, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I think Dubois, his style is one of my trickiest. So yeah, it gels well.
And just when it seemed heated enough, the tension climbed even higher. Tony Bellew frames this as more than a fight. It's a cultural moment. His words highlight how quickly controversy and rivalry transformed anticipation into national obsession, positioning this clash as one of the most marketable and historic in recent memory.
I think this fight's just gone took another toll.
It's absolutely grabbed the public interest now to another level, isn't it?
This is quite simply the biggest fight this country's ever seen.
It's going to be huge.
And Dubois himself only added more fuel to that fire. Dubois' words dismiss criticism and reaffirm his hunger to prove doubters wrong. Rather than shy away, he calls for any opponent, signaling confidence and urgency. Analysts view this as a bold attempt to reclaim respect and silence ongoing narrative.
I heard a lot of people saying that after the Parker thing, that I'm ducking people, but right now I just want to deck someone.
So you'll have any one of those names right now.
Hey?
I said you'll have any of those names right now.
Dave Coldwell cuts straight to the heart of the issue. Mind games are acceptable, but physicality crosses the line. His assessment underscores how quickly controlled promotion can spiral, raising risks and inflaming rivalries beyond standard psychological warfare.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Does that cross the lane, do you think?
Yeah, it does. Listen, the presser was good. It was a great presser, back and forth, poking each other, but not too far. But once you get physical and you touch a man's face, then...
And from the trainers to the promoters, the debate only deepened further. Eddie Hearn stresses patience, reminding everyone that at just 20, Moses' career must be carefully managed. His words highlight promoters' strategy, balancing hype with timing, ensuring development isn't rushed into dangerous territory against seasoned, elite-level opposition.
Or he might knock him out, I don't know, but personally, at 20, you got to get it right. And Frank, like I said, Frank knows what he's doing. And I think I'd be very surprised if they took that kind of test.
And from promoters' caution to broadcasters' perspective, the discussion kept building. Adam Smith acknowledges the chaos, but reframes it as fuel for promotion. By condemning the behavior while stressing its marketing impact, he reflects the dual nature of boxing. Controversy damages reputations, yet simultaneously amplifies public interest.
Twice as big for the casual fans. Do we condone it? I mean, in boxing terms, should that happen at a head-to-head? Of course not, but these things do happen. This is the fight business, and it's just made it even bigger, and we wait to see what happens next.
Duke McKenzie highlights the fight's rare cross-generational pull. From young prospects to seasoned fans, the anticipation is uniting audiences, reinforcing how drama outside the ring can transform a matchup into a cultural event far bigger than boxing alone.
On their dads, let's get that right. However, the intrigue that surrounds this fight, I've got young kids in my gym that are going to be tuning into this
Three
fight.
generations are going to watch it, aren't they? That's what's great.
They're so excited about it.
Chisora delivers blunt realism, giving Moses near-invincible status against Dubois. While harsh, his assessment underscores how some insiders view Moses' talent ceiling, positioning him as a heavy favorite and casting doubt on Dubois' ability to match him technically or mentally.
If you're boxing a guy who's 24 years old, who's got all his faculties right, getting trained by one of the best trainers in the United Kingdom, and then, mate, it's like,
you got more chance of winning the lottery than you beating that Moses Itauma. Let's be honest about it.
And the criticism didn't stop there. As Johnny Nelson dissected Dubois' deeper struggles, Johnny Nelson shifts focus to Dubois' personal dynamics, suggesting family ties hinder his career progress. His remarks reflect how offering issues can directly influence performance, raising questions about independence, mindset, and whether Daniel can truly reach his full potential.
Get you so far, but when you get to elite level, you can't get away with it. I don't think Daniel has the capability, strength in regards to talking to his dad or standing up to his dad or standing up to that setup. I don't think he has the strength to do that, and which is why it will always hold him back. You got to look. This is personal business, so I don't know the ins and outs of it. Caroline, she, as far as I know, she doesn't work with her dad. There must be a reason for that.
Moses confidently embraces any challenge, even Usyk. His words reveal ambition beyond hype, a young fighter already thinking in terms of legacy, records, and superstardom. Analysts see this mindset as both fearless and potentially risky for such early stages.
I would be silly not to take that, because I would end up in a better position taking that fight than if I didn't take that fight. If I win, I'm a world champion, I'll smash the records, I'm a millionaire, superstar, XYZ, yeah. And if I didn't take that fight, then I've still gone and tried in my...
And while Moses dreams big, broadcasters like Adam Smith urged a measured outlook. Adam Smith tempers expectations, acknowledging Moses' remarkable ability, but warning he's not yet at the level of Usyk or even Dubois. It's a balanced perspective, praising potential while reminding fans that greatness requires timing, patience, and maturity.
When is he ready? I think he could beat most heavyweights in the world, with the exception possibly of Usyk and maybe Dubois, possibly edging. Of the top 3 or 4, he's not ready for them yet.
Johnny Nelson's analysis captures the devastating effect of a dominant performance. Dubois wasn't just beaten physically, his confidence, rhythm, and belief were systematically dismantled. Analysts often emphasize that once a fighter's mental strength is broken, recovery becomes far harder than repairing technical flaws. The way Nelson describes Dubois sitting in disbelief reflects a fighter stripped of identity mid-bout. For Moses, this is critical context. It shows how vulnerable Dubois can be under sustained pressure, raising doubts about his resilience in the face of another relentless opponent.
The fashion of which he did it in, I've always said that when Usyk fights you once, if you fight him a second time, he'll beat you better. He's downloaded, he's got to download him how he deals with you. What he did to Daniel, it took away everything, all his attributes. He took away his jab, took away his power, took away his movement, took away his confidence, to the point where Daniel was putting his backside on the floor thinking, wow, you know, we're only in round 5 here and I'm getting chopped up. And this guy, Usyk, did it.
And with Dubois' vulnerability is exposed, focus turned back to Moses' meteoric rise. Adam Smith delivers a glowing breakdown of Moses Itauma's skill set, his southpaw stance power, and fluid movement, making him an unusually complete fighter for his age. Analysts echo this, pointing out that fighters with such maturity and composure at 20 are rare. Yet Smith tempers praise with caution, posing the central question, is this moment too early? While talent is undeniable, the danger of rushing into a major test like Dubois remains real. This duality, brilliance versus timing, defines the intrigue surrounding this matchup.
Kid on the block, Moses Itauma, who looks absolutely extraordinary, and for me, he ticked all the boxes. I like his attitude, I like his style, southpaw, hard-hitting, moves so well. He's going to be very, very difficult to sort of deter. So it's an interesting one because, yeah, is this too soon for Moses, or is this just the right fight at the right time?
Russ Amber's assessment is particularly striking because it comes from a trainer's perspective. He dismisses hype and focuses on technical details, movement, precision, and adaptability. His claim that Moses may already possess a superior skill set than many established heavyweights reinforces the notion that this isn't just a promising youngster but a generational prospect. Analysts often caution against overpraising young fighters, yet when voices like Amber highlight unseen fundamentals, it adds credibility. For Dubois, such endorsements only intensify the challenge, placing him as underdog in both skill and narrative.
I think Moses is one of the best young fighters boxing has seen in years. And I'm not just saying that based on a result over Dillian. I hope you understand that when I look at a fighter, I'm looking at things that others don't see. I'm not looking at the hype. I'm looking at what he does in the ring, how he does it, his skill set. You know, I'm looking at that because that's the important stuff. And right now, to me, he's shown probably a better skill.
Tony Bella's reflection carries significant weight because it blends admiration with realism. By comparing Moses to Usyk, he highlights that size may no longer dictate success at heavyweight. Skill, movement, and adaptability now matter more. Bella stresses that Moses may not yet match Usyk's technical brilliance, but positions him as the next in line, a generational successor who can redefine the division's future. Such endorsement from a former world champion amplifies Moses's credibility, validating hype with experienced judgment. For Dubois, this commentary adds pressure. He's no longer seen as the rising star, but instead the gatekeeper Moses must surpass to ascend into superstardom.
But he's the next in line. I think he's the future of the heavyweight division. I think he's an outstanding talent. I think he's got a good team around him, Ben Davison and Lee Wiley is the brains that study everything. And they use what we call video analysis now in boxing. They're the one team.
As the dust settles, what remains clear is that this rivalry between Moses Itauma and Daniel Dubois has evolved into more than just a fight. It's a test of character, skill, and legacy. From personal insults that shocked fans to analysts praising Moses as the future of the heavyweight division, the narrative has grown into a storm of anticipation. Dubois stands painted as a fighter with vulnerabilities, yet still desperate to prove he belongs, while Moses is elevated as a prodigy, walking a tightrope between promise and premature expectation. The stakes are immense. Victory could crown the next superstar. Defeat could derail careers. Fans are left wondering whether raw hunger or youthful brilliance will prevail. One thing is certain, this showdown is unavoidable, and when it finally happens, history will be written. If you're ready for more explosive boxing breakdowns like this, make sure to subscribe, like, and join the conversation below.